Odessa, what the hell are you doing? Look, man, I try to do videos every single day. You can't even give me 1 hour to sleep? What do you mean it's broad daylight out? Oh, I guess you're right. Well, hey man, it's Garry's mod. What do you expect? You can't change the time of day in a map. Huh, fancy that. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another mini mod showcase, and today we're going to be taking a look at a mod that lets you change pretty much the time of day on any map. Now I know usually when you do want to play at a different time on a map, you have to kind of download a separate map, like let's say Flatgrass. And obviously that's really annoying because you have to change the map and then yeah, you have to go through that whole process. Well, what if I told you could simply go into the Entities tab, go into the editors, and then click on this. And suddenly everything is nighttime, although not quite. So there's going to be a few settings we do have to change in this, but don't worry guys, I'm going to walk you through it. And in fact, if you go to the mod page, which is linked down below, check out the first video from that mod page. The creator made an amazing video explaining everything, so definitely check that out. But if you want to just hang out here anyway, then we can go ahead and get started. First things first, Ambient Light is going to adjust the light around you. And by the way guys, this works best with maps that have the light environment named. So a lot of maps, in fact most maps, don't have that unfortunately, but it's kind of the same thing with CSM if you guys remember that mod. It kind of acted weird on maps that weren't like Construct. But we're on Construct, so we can definitely adjust things. Sunlight is going to adjust the brightness, but you'll notice that the darkness around us is, well, it's a little weird looking, and you can change that thankfully by just adjusting the ambient light. So pulling that forward, we can see that now everything looks a bit more natural. Alright, so now we're going to go complete pitch black, and let's go ahead and explore some of the things. First things first, you're going to notice it's a little weird that we have light shafts when it should all be dark. Anyway, it's a pretty easy fix. Go in here and click remove light beams, and suddenly all the light beams will be gone. You can also choose to remove all these soundscapes. Completely makes the map silent, and I gotta say, those birds were freaking annoying. But now that we've done that, everything looks pretty good, except the water has this ominous glow. And I don't know about you, but I kind of like it. Although most people are probably not going to like this, especially when everything's pitch black. But thankfully you can remove that by simply going into here and you can automatically darken the water. So now it's pretty much like black ooze, but it's going to make a lot of sense on a map that's pitch black. Alright, so we've done all that, but unfortunately we are still stuck with the biggest problem, and that is the skybox is still bright as heck. So if you actually do go to the website linked on the mod, it'll take you to a place where you can access all of these skyboxes, and I'm going to go ahead and put this one in. And now we can see we've changed the skybox. I think this is amazing. Now it really feels like we're on a night map, but there's a problem. The objects in the skybox don't really change. But of course we can also fix that by forcibly disabling the 3D skybox. Now we can see true immersion. Now it really feels like we're actually on a night map. And I gotta say, this is pretty sick. No longer do we have to wait for a map to get updated to have a night version. We can make our own on pretty much any map. But of course, really, the options are pretty much unlimited. So right here, we kind of have like a sunset or like a sunrise kind of vibe. We can see that the map is a little dark. Well, it's actually quite dark, but the sky is slowly getting lit up as the day begins. And I gotta say guys, some of these skyboxes look pretty sick AF, and the best part is that the more games that you have mounted onto your Garry's mod, the more skyboxes you're going to have access to. This is obviously from Half-Life Source, as you can see the very low-grade pixelated textures. In fact, I can see the seam. When you look at this, you can really tell it's an actual box. By the way guys, I think it's really cool that you can also use this to make the map brighter, so it's not even really about darkness. If you want a brighter, more vibrant experience on your map, you can definitely do that too by just cranking the ambient light and the sunlight all the way up. Also, I think it's pretty cool that there is an option for matte specular, so whenever you have like say a metal object and it's very shiny, well of course the cool thing is that you have an option to turn it off without having to go into your settings, although it is pretty easy to use it as a console command. However, still it's just nice to have everything here all complete. You can also remove sprites, which are things like the light on buttons. Completely get rid of that for whatever reason. You can even get rid of smoke. I wasn't even aware there was smoke anywhere. But if there is smoke on a map, you can bet your crowbar that you can disable it. Now it's kind of funny because the thing that I really got interested in was actually all the crazy skyboxes that were not used in any of the Source games. Like this one, for instance, was a forest. Oh, and by the way guys, if you want to enjoy the starry night sky, then you can definitely go with that as well. Although, this is the weird thing. there's like fog gathering up in the skybox. It almost kind of feels like you're in a giant room, and something about that is just really alarming to me. Now, I thought that the remove smoke function was actually meant for this. However, when I do activate it, it doesn't really do anything, so I'm going to assume not. Alright, so now we're going to do it on a night map. We're going to pretty much do a complete switcheroo and see if we can turn a night map into a day map. Alright, so we've activated the mod. Now, you're going to notice that we can actually make the night map even more night, if that makes any sense. So now this looks a lot like that pitch black flatgrass map, which is a different map by the way, although we get these beautiful stars in the sky. But of course, we're not here to make things more dark, we're here to make dark things more light. Something you can do is you can also right click by holding C and then going to properties. So if you don't want to go into the utilities tab, you can also do it right in here. And we're going to go ahead and actually crank everything all the way up, and we should get a pretty interesting result. Not exactly as bright as I wanted. In fact, I think it might just be a little bit brighter than it was. So I guess we can't really turn a night map into day. But hold the phone, can we change the skybox? Yes. Yes, we can. So you cannot turn a night map into a day map, but you can turn a night map into a slightly brighter night map, if that makes any sense. Wait, by the way, can we remove these light shafts? Let's see if this works. Oh, yes you can. Alright, you know what? This mod is pretty versatile. But I'd love to hear what you guys think down below. All in all, I probably had more fun changing all the skyboxes and finding out that you could even do that in the first place. Now obviously you can do it in the console, but this makes it a lot easier to do it in a simple, easy to use menu. As always though guys, leave a like, subscribe, check out all the mods in the description. Let me know what you think about the video in the comment section. And until next time guys, thanks for watching and farewell.